Hello second prep students. Let's continue our science revision for the first term تحت رعاية وإشراف وزارة التربية والتعليم. في أول جزء ابتدينا نتكلم عن أسئلة البريودك table and we talked about write the scientific term, choose questions. Now we will complete our questions. أول سؤال عندي complete the following. Number 1, halogens are located in group. Halogens are located in group. Do you remember at the right side of the periodic table? Group 7A. 7A. While alkali metals are located in group, the left side of the periodic table, which is group 1A. Group 1A. So halogens are located in group 7A, while alkali metals are located in group 1A. ودي من الحاجات اللي انت لازم تبقى حافظها. Okay? Question 2. Space and space are halogens which exist in gaseous states. أفكرك تاني الهالوجينز كانوا ماشيين ازاي؟ فلورين، كلورين، برومين، iodine. Fluorine and chlorine, they are gases. Bromine, it's a liquid. Iodine is a solid. Here I'm asking you about gases, halogen. So what are the gases halogen? Fluorine and chlorine. Fluorine and chlorine. Space is used in food preservation. What's used in food preservation? Cobalt 60. Radioactive cobalt 60. Radioactive cobalt 60. 4. Silicon is used in manufacturing of silicon chips. So it's used in the manufacturing of computer silicon chips الصغيرة اللي بتبقى لونها أخضر اللي بيتخزن عليها informations inside the computers. While liquefied nitrogen is used in medicine. Why do we use it in medicine? To preserve the cornea of the eye. The cornea of the eye. So liquefied nitrogen is used in preservation of the cornea of the eye. It's also a preservative. But it's a preservative of organs. ليه؟ لأن الأورجنز أو tissues of organs they are made mainly of nitrogen. That's why we can use it to preserve the organs. 5. Space rays are emitted from cobalt 60. Cobalt 60 is radioactive, so some of the rays are emitted from it. Which rays? Gamma rays. Gamma rays. تعالوا نحل مع بعض السؤال ده بطريقة أوضح. Referring to the table, 1. Indicate the position of element A. نرجع تاني للبريودك table. دايما لما ابقى ببص على group from top to bottom، لما ابص على period from left to right. Okay? طيب هنا I need the position of element A. Position of element A. This is the first group at the left side. So which group is this? It's group 1A. It's group 1A. تاني I'm counting. This is the first group. يبقى group 1A. Period كام؟ Let's count. Period 1, period 2. So it's in period 2. It's in period 2. Group 1A معناها ان هو عنده 1 electron at the outermost energy level. Period 2 معناها ان هو عنده 2 energy levels. Which element among A, B, C, D, E, F is not chemically active? Which element among A, B, C, D, E و F is not chemically active؟ من كل التيبل اللي قدامي الاليمنتس السيمبلز اللي هو حاططها عايز يعرف مين not active. not active معنى ان هو not active ان هو ايه؟ noble gas or inert gas. noble gas or inert gas which is which group? 0 اللي هو فين؟ at the right side. So which element is not chemically active? It's element E. It's element E. عرفت منين؟ إن هو inert أو noble gas. inert أو noble gas. Calculate the atomic number of element D knowing that the atomic number of element C is 6. I know that element C is 6. Atomic number is 6. طيب عندي طريقتين. أول طريقة I can count. I can count. تاني طريقة أبتدي أعمل electronic configuration and I open a new energy level لأن هو في البيريد اللي بعده. So I open a new energy level عشان أقدر أعرف هو الatomic number بتاعه كام. First let's count. هو بيقول لي إن C is 6. Atomic number of C is 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay? This is the first way. The second way, you can add 8. Add 8. 6 plus 8 equal 14. The third way is to do electronic configuration, and let's try this one. طيب دلوقتي let's first try to do the electronic configuration of element C عشان نقدر نعمل اللي بعده. Element C, it has atomic number of 6. So here is the nucleus plus 6, 2 and 4. 2 and 4. تمام؟ طيب لو أنا عايز أحسب the atomic number of element D, let's see how can we do the electronic configuration and know the atomic number from the electronic configuration. Let's start with the nucleus. أنا طبعا مش عارف عندي كام بروتون. First energy level is filled with 2. Second energy level ده أنا اللي بفتحه because it's below it. 8, it's fully saturated. And the third energy level, it has 4 electrons. So let's count 2, 8, 10, 10 and 4 equal 14. كده ابقى أنا حليت السؤال ده بأكتر من طريقة. إيه الطرق اللي أنا حليتها بيها؟ أول حاجة you can count from the periodic table that you have in front of you. Let's count 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. تمام؟ تاني طريقة 6 plus 8 14. تالت طريقة ودي أكتر طريقة scientific, you have to do the electronic configuration, open a new energy level and saturate it. هنلاقي إن هو the same number which is 14. تمام؟ So the atomic number of element D is 14. طيب تعالوا نكمل مع بعض أسئلتنا. من الحاجات المهمة اللي لازم تعرفها when you locate elements in the periodic table إنك لازم تقول الجروب والبيريد. حاجتين أساسيين ما ينفعش تتلخبط فيهم. جروب and period. لو قلت جروب بس يبقى أنت كده جاوبت نص الإجابة. لو قلت period بس يبقى أنت جاوبت نص الإجابة. تمام؟ So you have to mention the group and period. Group from top to bottom. Period from left to right. تمام؟ طيب. Let's complete our questions. Element B is found in which block and is known by A as they start to appear at period A? Element B is found in B. It's in which block? This block is called what? Block D. D block. D block. Okay? And is known by A. This is called what? Transitional elements. It's called what? Transitional elements. Transitional elements اللي هم dwarf كانوا قصيرين جوه periodic table. As they start to appear at period, they start to appear at period 4. ودي معلومة لازم تبقى حافظها. They start to appear at period 4. Important question. Airplane captain announced that the atmospheric pressure outside the airplane is 90 millibar at altitude 1356 كيلومتر. طيب طالما شفت airplane يبقى في عندي لمبة نورت. in which layer؟ دي سؤال لازم هتسأل فيها. In which layer of the atmosphere was the airplane flying and why؟ طالما شفت سؤال في airplane أبقى عارف إن أنا لازم هتسأل in which layer of atmosphere this airplane is flying. وهي layer واحدة اللي بيطيروا فيها عشان ما فيهاش disturbance وفيها حاجات كتير بتساعدهم يطيروا. So in which layer of the atmosphere was the airplane flying? It was flying in the stratosphere layer. It was flying in the stratosphere layer. الاتموسفير layers كل layer عندها ميزة. لازم تبقى عارف مميزات كل layer. وأهمهم الستراتوسفير. Why? Because airplane can fly in it. تمام؟ طيب why the airplane fly in this layer in specific؟ ليه مش أي layer تانية؟ ليه مش الميزوسفير؟ ليه مش أي layer تانية؟ Because there is no weather disturbance air movement is horizontal. يعني ايه horizontal؟ يعني الطيارة هتقدر تمشي بسلام من غير ما الاير يعمل disturbance حوالينها ويخليها تتهز. تمام؟ So again, where this aeroplane was flying, it was flying in the stratosphere. Once I see aeroplane يبقى stratosphere وانا مغمض. تمام؟ Why? I have to know the properties of stratosphere. ايه البروبرتيز بتاعتها؟ There is no weather disturbance and air moves horizontally. Air moves horizontally. طيب, how do we measure the altitude? How do we measure the altitude? From its name altitude, we use the altimeter. Altitude means altimeter. يعني ايه altitude اصلا؟ الهايت. The height of the earth, the height from the earth's surface. Here is the earth's surface and I'm here. I want to measure the height. This is the altitude. So the altitude is measured with altimeter. Alti جاية من كلمة altitude وmeter يعني measuring. Altitude measured by altimeter. Choose the correct answer between brackets. Number 1, when sodium reacts with water, space gas evolves. فاكر chemical activity series. chemical activity series مهمة جدا انك تبقى فاكرها وحافظهم. لازم ابقى حافظهم بالترتيب. مين اقوى من مين ومين بيريبليس مين in reactions. اوكي؟ chemical activity series كان عندي فيها الصوديوم it was at the top and the hydrogen was below it. Okay? So the sodium will replace hydrogen in any reaction. The sodium will replace hydrogen in any reaction. وده كان بيبقى very aggressive reaction. الهيدروجين وهو طالع بيتخانق عشان الصوديوم زقه، الهيدروجين بيتخانق بيعمل pop sound. It's a very aggressive reaction. So when sodium reacts with water, water يعني هيدروجين واكسجين. الصوديوم هيزق مين فيهم؟ It will push the hydrogen. It will push the hydrogen and take its place. So the hydrogen gas evolves. The hydrogen gas evolves, making the pop sound. In element X, its atomic number is 15. So the number of electrons in its ion equals. عشان أعرف حل السؤال ده لازم أعمل electronic configuration. Let's try the electronic configuration. I have element X. Its atomic number is 15. 15 يعني 2, then 8, then 5. This element will lose or gain electrons. عنده 5. خلاص هو قرب يبقى 8. الأسهل إنه يلوز ال 5 electrons ويبقى 0 ولا إنه يجين 3 electrons ويبقى fully saturated 8. الأسهل طبعًا to gain 3 electrons. So this ion, its ion is gonna be X 2, 8, 8. 2, 8, 8. Let's count them. 2, 8, 10. 10 plus 8 equal 18. So its ion is gonna be 18. And its ion is gonna be negative because it gains more 3 electrons, negative 3. Okay? So the right answer is, the right answer is 18. The right answer is 18. تمام؟ طيب. Next question. تمام. Next question. All of the following elements are from semi-metals except. All of the following elements are from the semi-metals except. طالما أنا بقول except يبقى أدور على واحد أنا عارف إن هو مش semi-metal. يعني أدور على metal أو non-metal أو inert gas. أدور على metal أو non-metal أو inert gas because I don't want the semi-metals. Okay? طيب. Trillium, silicon, boron, bromine. I know the bromine. Bromine is non-metal. Bromine is halogen in group 7A. Okay? So what is the answer here? It's bromine because I know that bromine is a non-metal. Bromine is a liquid non-metal. تمام؟ All the following are related to carbon dioxide except. Carbon dioxide عبارة عن carbon وأكسجين. يعني I burn the carbon using oxygen. طيب الكربون itself, it's a metal or non-metal? Carbon is a non-metal. يبقى في basics ليه. ايه البيزكس بتاعته؟ It forms acidic oxide. It forms acidic oxide. طب الacidic oxide what is the effect of it on litmus paper؟ acid يبقى red. acid يبقى red. So its solution turns litmus paper red. يبقى كده A صح و C صح. B it's a non-metal oxide. Yes, carbon is a non-metal and it reacts with oxygen, so it's a non-metal oxide. يبقى B كمان صح. So what is the wrong answer or what is the answer that is excluded? It's a basic oxide. يعني ايه basic oxide؟ يعني reaction of metal and oxygen. Reaction of metal and oxygen. طيب basic oxide هو هنا الكربون دايوكسيد metal ولا non metal؟ It's a non-metal. It's a non-metal oxide. Okay؟ يبقى تاني all the following are related to carbon dioxide except بدور على الحاجات اللي مش related للكربون دايوكسيد. What's not related to carbon dioxide? It's basic oxide. عرفت منين؟ ابتديت امسك الكربون دايوكسيد واقسمه لكربون واكسجين. كربون is non-metal, so it's a non-metal oxide. Non-metal oxide. تاني حاجة non-metal oxide forms acidic oxide. They forms acidic oxide. تالت حاجة acid. يبقى اللاتمس paper turns red. Okay? So my answer is it's basic oxide. From the opposite figure answer the following questions. تعالوا نشوف السؤال ده مع بعض بطريقة أوضح. From the opposite figure answer the following questions. أول حاجة طبعا طالما عندي figure لازم هيسألني مين ده. Who is this apparatus? What is the name of this apparatus? It's called Hoffman's voltimeter. Hoffman's voltimeter. Okay? دي أول حاجة عرفنا اسمه. لازم أبقى مركز جدا بقى label number 1, 2 and 3. هنا لازم أبص كويس قوي وأركز. أول حاجة عندي هنا 1 they are pointing inside about they are pointing at this gas. They are pointing at this gas. Number 2 they are pointing at this gas. Number 3 they are pointing at this liquid. هنا جاز وهنا جاز. أنا عارف إن في هوفمان بيبقى عندي oxygen and hydrogen. Oxygen and hydrogen. Which one is oxygen and which one is nitrogen? Which one is hydrogen? أعرف إزاي؟ أنا عندي معلومة أعرفها إن الهيدروجين double the volume of oxygen. Hydrogen double the volume of oxygen. هبتدي أبص which one is bigger? This side is bigger. So this side number 2 is hydrogen and number 1 is oxygen. دي أول حاجة لازم أعرف أعملها. Number 1 is oxygen. Number 2 is hydrogen. طيب مين 3 بقى؟ 3 ده الحاجة اللي أنا حطيتها the liquid that I put to analyze. ده liquid اللي أنا حطيته عشان أقسمه. What is this liquid? It's acidic water. ينفع هنا أقول tap water؟ ينفع أقول mineral water؟ ما ينفعش. ليه؟ Because I need a good conductor of electricity which is the acidic water. So دايما in number 3 in Hoffman's you have to write acidic water because it's a good conductor of electricity. ما تنساش ان انا عندي anode وكاثود يعني I'm going to connect it to electricity. Okay? تمام. Number 3 what happens if a glowing splint is put above the anode and the cathode? Above the anode ابص كده فوق الانود انا عندي مين؟ I have the oxygen gas. So if we put a lightened splint or glowing splint above the oxygen gas, it will glow more. Why it will glow more? Because oxygen doesn't burn but helps in burning. يعني ايه helps in burning؟ بيحب جدا يزود الفايرز. Okay? So the splint above number 1 it's going to glow more. تمام؟ طب what about number 2? Number 2 is hydrogen. ايه اللي هيحصل؟ هيدروجين لا هيدروجين ده هيعمل pop sound. Pop sound معروف جدا. So above the cathode it will make the pop sound of hydrogen. It will make the pop sound of hydrogen. Write the balanced equation of this reaction. Balanced equation of this reaction. مين هنا عندي reactants؟ I have the acidic water. Acidic water يعني H2O. Okay? H2O is going to be broken into hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen. طيب 2H2O H2O اللي هي الواتر. اوكي؟ هيحصل لها electrolysis يعني break down. It will break down into hydrogen and oxygen. طب انا ليه هنا حطيت 2؟ عشان if I try to balance الاكسجين لازم يبقى O2. oxygen molecule is made of 2 oxygen atoms O2. طب لو انا كنت حاطه 1 water في الاول H2O بس، هنا كده عندي 1 oxygen atom. عشان يبقى عندي 2 oxygen atoms لازم هحط 2 before the water molecule. لازم هحط 2 before the water molecule. 2O اهم بقوا O2 oxygen molecule. 2H2 بقوا 2H2 2 hydrogen molecules. تاني ازاي بعمل balance؟ Try to write it first before balancing. You will write water, electrolysis, hydrogen and oxygen. Oxygen molecule is O2. لو أنا كاتبة الواتر من غير ما أعمل balancing, here I have only 1 oxygen atom. أنا ما أقدرش أطلع 2 oxygen atoms وأنا معايا 1 oxygen atom. يبقى لازم أحط في الأول 2. When I put 2 بقى عندي كده 2 oxygen atoms، بقى عندي oxygen molecule الحمد لله، بس I have 4 hydrogen atoms. 4 hydrogen atoms will be divided into 2 hydrogen molecules. 2 hydrogen molecules. تمام؟ في الهوفمان لازم ابقى مركز مين الرياكتنتس. We have the acidic water as a reactant and we have results. الريزلتس الحاجات اللي بتطلع. We have oxygen عندها هي lower part او smaller part and hydrogen is the bigger part. عرفت منين ان ده oxygen؟ The splint will glow more. عرفت منين ان ده hydrogen؟ هيبقى عندي pop sound of the splint. تمام؟ كده نبقى اخدنا سؤال Hoffman's voltmeter. Let's answer some write the scientific term questions. A. An element reacts instantly with water vapor. An element reacts instantly with water vapor. فاكرين الكيميكال اكتيفيتي سيريس؟ مين كان فوق على التوب؟ كان عندي potassium and sodium. Potassium and sodium, they are very, very active. So when I ask about an element that react instantly, ده معناه ان هو very active with water vapor. This is potassium and sodium. Potassium and sodium بالترتيب. Potassium then sodium. An elements react with cold water. Elements react with cold water. دي معلومة لازم تبقى حافظها. It's a fact. Calcium and magnesium. Calcium and magnesium react with cold water. Oxides formed from the reaction of a non-metal with oxygen. Non-metal plus oxygen, non-metal plus oxygen هيعمل لي acidic oxide ولا basic oxide؟ non-metal يبقى acidic oxide. acidic oxide. تمام؟ طيب oxides formed from the reaction of a metal with oxygen. metal with oxygen. metal with oxygen هيبقى basic ولا acidic؟ basic oxide. basic oxide. تمام. تعالوا كده ناخد some scientific term about the scientists. He discovered the main energy levels. Who discovered the main energy levels? It's like guess who game? Huh? It's Bohr. 2. He created the first real periodic table. Who created the first real periodic table? فاكرين؟ في أول السنة خالص اتكلمتوا عنه. Mendeleev's periodic table. Mendeleev's periodic table. 3. He discovered that the nucleus contains positive protons. وده كان عمل طفرة في البريودك تيبل تماما. مين هو؟ Rutherford. Rutherford. Show by the symbolic balanced equation each of the following and explain why. I want you to write the equation and write why this happens. Number 1. Adding dilute hydrochloric acid to pieces of magnesium. Adding dilute hydrochloric acid to pieces of magnesium. افتكر طالما بتكلم على reaction هفتكر الchemical activity series. Magnesium was at the top and it was before the hydrogen. So it will replace it in the chemical reaction. It will kick the hydrogen out وهيعمل pop sound وهيبقى aggressive reaction. So magnesium is abbreviated as Mg plus 2HCl هتديني MgCl2 plus H2. البالانسنج هنا في الإيكويشن مهم جدا. Magnesium is divalent. Magnesium is divalent. Okay? So it will be MgCl2 2. Chlorine is monovalent و magnesium is divalent. So it's gonna be MgCl2. طبعا انتوا اخدتوا الفالنسي في first prep. Plus H2 لان انا من الاول هبقى مستخدمه 2 molecules of hydrochloric acid. So the hydrogen will be H2 اللي هو الهيدروجين gas which will go out aggressively making the pop sound. Question number 2. Burning magnesium strip in air. طالما شفت كلمة burning, this means the element will react with oxygen. For burning to happen, we need to react with oxygen. So here it will form white ash because magnesium Mg to Mg plus O2. O2 يعني oxygen. Both of them they are divalent, so they form MgO magnesium oxide 2MgO. من الأول أنا استخدمت 2 magnesium plus O2 يعني oxygen molecule عشان يدوني 2 molecules of magnesium oxide 2MgO. And this is a white ash. This is white ash. طيب المغنيسيوم اوكسايد ده basic oxide. ليه basic؟ لأن المغنيسيوم ده metal and any metal when it reacts with oxygen it forms basic oxide. هاخد البيزك اوكسايد ده على طول وهدوبه في ميه. magnesium oxide plus water MgO plus H2O plus water it will form magnesium hydroxide. magnesium hydroxide. تاني رياكشن ده من الأول لما أنا شفت كلمة burning عرفت إن هنا reaction with oxygen. So magnesium plus oxygen forms magnesium oxide. It's a white ash. It's a white ash. وده كلام كنتوا أخدتوه قبل كده in sixth primary and you studied this year too. تمام؟ هاخد المغنيسيوم اوكسايد directly and I will dissolve it in water. So it will change into magnesium hydroxide. يعني إيه hydroxide؟ يعني MgOH2. hydroxide is a group OH2. تمام؟ كده نكون خلصنا النهارده مراجعتنا. اتمنى انها تكون مراجعه مفيده ليكم. تركزوا جدا في كل الاسئله، تجيبوا ورقه وقلم وتجربوا تحلوا قبل ما تسمعوا الاجابات عشان تستفادوا كويس من الريفيجن. Thank you and watch you next time.